So everyone was wanting to see what Windows 11 looked like. Well, first off, here it is. Let me reset the start menu back to where it was. And before everybody freaks out, yes, you can. Your start menu is in the middle of your screen starting off, but you can move it around. For example, if you right click on it, do taskbar settings, you can move it back to your left or you can bring it back centered. I'm going to leave it centered just for right now so that I get used to the new look. But you notice it has your new pinned apps at the top, recommended at the bottom. You have an all apps button which brings you to everything that would be your normal start menu that you scroll with. Your more recommended and a few other things. One of the things that Badger brought up last night that we was talking about is there's a new Power Animate desktop, which you can use to code and automate things throughout your system to do different tasks. If you do a new task, I'm just going to throw something in there. Come on. There it goes. I'm running this in a virtual machine, so it's a little slow. You got different things that you can add to the side. Just depending on what you're planning on doing. This is a new feature. It's coming up in Windows 11, by the way. I'm not sure if it'll be downloadable or you can use it on Windows 10, but it is coming up in Windows 11. The store still looks pretty much the same. All the same old buggy crap. File browser, new icons. Everything's got a facelift there. Still the same old menus at the top. And browsing the network, this PC, going through your hard drive. Now I do not have OneDrive set up, so it's going to give me an error message right there. And just your same documents, desktop, quick access, that kind of thing. Yeah, get out of my way. You still have the same little taskbar at the bottom. Notifications to the side. Nothing really, nothing flashy here has changed. Let's see. One thing I did notice I can point out is if you right click at the bottom, you notice you don't have this big old menu that pops up like Windows 10 has that gives you the task manager and that sort of thing. It's gone. Got some pretty cool backgrounds if that's what you're just looking for. Otherwise, even settings still looks the same. System, devices, applications, those sort of things. Windows Update is still the same. Not very much has changed. I mean, even when you go in and you try to add a Bluetooth device, everything's almost the same as Windows 10. There's not much different there. Now, one thing that did come up with Windows 11 is there's some new synchronizations. So if you're using the Microsoft Sync setup where your settings and different things move between systems as you're working, things like your desktop background and stuff will now move with you. So that's a couple new features. Otherwise, everything is pretty similar to the same. We'll wait and see what the final edition comes out to look like. Now the snip and sketch tool that we normally use has now been renamed to the snipping tool. One thing I did notice. Windows Terminal is here by default. instead of PowerShell. I don't know if how many of y'all have actually played around with Windows Terminal. It's a pretty neat item that you can download off the Windows App Store, but you can use PowerShell, Command Prompt, Azure Cloud, and any other WSL2 Linux distro, anything like that that you have that is Command Prompt based directly within one window. Still have your normal quick assist, task schedulers, system information. None of this is really different. Control panel, you still have a classic view if you do all control panel items. Still have backup and restore from Windows 7 in here. Nothing is really that different. It's more of a facelift than anything. I'll put together a few other videos, and if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out and send me a message. Y'all have a good afternoon.